Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here. It's the Mac. Welcome back to part 2 of the 30 Years War by Wargame Design Studio, playing Breitenfeld Battle. And we're going to be resuming from the last episode. We are at turn 2 only. And we're going to see what happened here. We're going to be examining the field. Right, so the cheeky General Tilly is moving cavalry in the dead zone, and one force actually smashed up here 400 plus cavalrymen and captured these guns. I didn't have time to move down and put something in there to defend them, so that was cheeky. Over 60 guys got killed, I think, so there might have been a chunk of 500 cavalry there charging straight up. We don't know much about them. We don't know what kind of quality they are. They are disordered since they just ran over this. We took a lot of casualties here, captured the guns, and so we're going to have to try to fight them back there. So it's our turn, it's movement phase and firing phase, basically all in one. What is going on our right flank, or the left flank of the enemy, is that the cavalry showed up along this ridge, and we're going to be examining those. Yeah, so we know that the cavalry is going to be, I think, in the sense, superior in quality. They will have armored and a pretty badass force, big chunks as well. Compared to the Swedish, we'll have smaller units, and we'll have our arquebusiers sort of to make the difference here. They're going to play a big part for us to take up these big chunks. It's just over 500 cavalry per chunk, 600 cavalry here. 400 plus, 500, 500, 500, and 400. So big cavalry force arriving on top of this hill here. So we're going to have to do something to meet them up. We're going to be careful with these units. If he gets the chance to charge these light troops, he's going to slaughter those guys. They have a melee bonus of 1, but they will be easy pickings for charging cavalry. We just smash straight through them. So we're going to be using them tactically to screen the cavalry as he's coming in and fire at them. We want to get his cavalry disrupted to get the edge. If they're not disrupted, we're going to be in trouble. Basically, it's going to be harder for us to fight him. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be looking at, let's first of all see if we have any artillery guns that can fire. So we have a 6-pounder gun over at the Saxons. So this gun is facing down. He's moving forces. Big, huge pike formations are moving up towards this ridge to meet up against the Saxons. So we'll just fire our artillery at him as he is advancing, hopefully causing some damage to him. So those 6-pounders located here will fire. It's going to be small casualties as he's moving in. We have 12-pounders on top of this little hill. They are facing down here, so we fired last turn. We're going to keep firing, I think, at this unit. He's got 2 leaders in there. Hopefully we can kill a leader if we get lucky. Only 5 guys there, and we have another 12-pounder facing this direction. Unfortunately, we cannot fire in that position. They're out of our field of fire there. But we can lay down some fire at some cavalry arriving here. What's he got? These look like Cossacks. This is probably sort of light screening cavalry for harassments. Some of them have guns, probably some of them just have swords and stuff, and they will be a nuisance to us. So we'll fire with those guns from that hill straight down here, hopefully cause some casualties. Yes, it says C. That means it's Cossacks, very light cavalry. 4 men got killed with those guns there. All right, so what to do here? Lucky for us, we have a big block formation here formed up last turn that can actually do a count. Since they're in block formation, they can attack cavalry, and so we're going to have this 1,000 men plus. We'll just go for an attack and try to push these horsemen out of my gun positions. And we're going to have to move down our other forces to fight him here. Let's see what we got here. We actually have matchlock unit here. and big pike from, well, big, 600 men. These guys are probably my best troops I have here. Kind of tempted to give these guys some fire. We'll see what kind of units actually can fire this turn. So they can lay off a volley before they attack, which is probably good. Now, if I don't fire, I do get a melee bonus as they save their shots. As they're charging into the enemy, we're going to get a bonus in the melee phase. But I would probably do that for infantry, but these are cavalry. I think they will have a chance to escape, because this is a very slow-moving formation. So if we go in there, he's probably just going to retreat before we cause any casualties on him. He's not going to stand and fight at a block formation. So he's going to have the option to retreat, and we're not going to cause any damage. So I think we'll actually fire at him to kill some of his horsemen in here. Okay, he's got pistols. So 12 men was actually killed there. That was quite a heavy casualty on him. So these horses, they have pistols. So they fired only one casualty. So we got the better of him here. See what else can fire. So that's all we can do. That's all the firing we can do. I was hoping that these guys could fire, but they're actually facing this direction. And they are masked because of all the artillery guns in front of them. So they cannot fire this unit. I'm going to leave them there. They need to guard those guns, man. So that's all the firing we could do. We can move this down. These guys are really awful, though. Another important thing I need to check is what kind of command range does my divisional commander have? So they're all in command, which is good. We don't want to get any units detached here. We want to keep them all in command radius in case we need to go melee and stuff. So he's actually in a good position there. We do have this big unit. They can only fight in column formation, but they can fire. So what I want to do, I want to switch them down. I want to actually move in and actually fire at them as well to cause even more damage. We have another option. We have the cavalry here on the Bindauf. We have a big cavalry formation ready to go here. We could go for a charge. We have, I think it was these horses, these 600 men. They don't have any penalties in melee. Every other unit here has a melee penalty, which is bad. You don't really want to use them in melee then, unless you're sort of striking him from the back or attacking a disrupted or routed unit. But these guys are only disordered, and they're actually facing us as well, so it won't be a flank attack. I think I want to get this cavalry formation down and sort of meet this. These guys should be easier for us to deal with, since they are small formations, small squadrons. They're lightly armed, they're light horsemen. And these guys, even though they are really bad quality, they are all classed as pretty good cavalry, though, because they have cuirasses, they have pistols. I think these guys would be good for range, just sort of, grind the enemy down with pistol fire and stuff. So I want to probably move this cavalry formation somewhat in a defensive line, anticipating this, because it looks like he's moving up here. So we'll just use our infantry to deal with this cavalry here. So we're going to switch these guys facing the enemy and move down. We're probably going to take, we're going to take some fire. 2 men were killed, but we are facing him, and we can actually lay off a volley of our rabble. Maybe cause good damage, I'm not sure. 3 men. That is just really, really bad, but okay. Every man counts, I guess. So we want to get these guys down as well a bit. Who are they part of? We don't want to move out of command range here. We're going to keep our guys. So we are just within command range here. Maybe get them down here as well. One more. Get these guys ready to go Fortunately, they're not great troops. All right, so we want to get this cavalry formation down. Let's see what we got here. We have, right, so let's form up a screen somewhere around here. Okay, there's a building there. We might get disrupted moving through that hex. I'm not sure. They have very good movement, 24 movement points, so they're very mobile. What's his command range, this guy? It's pretty good, so, alright. We don't know what else is coming down here. We might want to move up right on the edge, actually, to see what the hell is going on down here. Could be an option. Okay, there's stuff coming in here. Okay, there's plenty of stuff coming in here, alright. These were my good melee guys. So stacking is only 666 horses. We checked that before, so we won't be able to stack a lot of horses here. We'll be overstacked. So we got to be careful with stacking this cavalry. These are pretty big chunks. I wonder if I can get through here without being disordered. Okay, so that's fine. We'll get them down there. Another 400 men. Get them ready here. We have another 400 guys here. There's quite the chunk there, though. So they're sort of ready for them to come up there. We get the height advantage. That is an elevation. It's only 5 meters, man. It's not much. 130, 135. So we have a small height advantage. We'll see what happens. We don't know what this is. Since our troops are so lousy, they probably cannot identify this. We don't even know if it's cavalry or infantry, which is kind of... I mean, you would know if it was cavalry infantry, but... Alright, apparently we can't see it. So, let's get this infantry down one more step there. We're going to be ready here. They're going to attack. We do have another block here. Let's get these guys maybe here. Get this... I wonder if I can move there, actually. Yeah, okay, we're within command range. Let's get this block here. And they're just within command range, these guys. Let's put them there. Fortunately, this cavalry is fixed. This would be good to sort of swing around a bit. Alright, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Let's look at the Swedes. What can they do? We have a whole wing of cavalry here. They're not being threatened at the moment. So we could maybe sit in sort of a straight line there. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll wait with that. We could move down some infantry. I think he's advancing, but he's advancing very slowly here. We have plenty of time to sort of form up our defense. Our guns are still setting up. This one's actually set up already. They have an excellent field of fire here if he wants to move his cavalry through there. I'm not sure, though, that if our skirmishers are actually obscuring our guns. So I think I want to move the skirmishers within the guns. Let's see here. They're not obscuring them. Both units can actually fire. They're being slightly obscured by the sister occupying the same height. I think they're fine. We'll leave it like that. We do have another infantry formation here. This infantry maybe should move down a bit. Let's keep a level line here. Let's get them down a bit. Let's get them down a little bit here. Sort of form up there. These are second line troops. We're not going to commit them just yet. But we do have this unit here is actually first line, yeah. They would probably be helping out guarding these guns. Now we can't stack too much in here, but we could move them filling out this ridge here. What do we got? We got some infantry here with guns. So we got to be careful with command range and stuff. I think the benefit of these men is that they can actually deploy both in block and in line, which is good if you want to lay down fire or defend versus cavalry. So they're very versatile, these troops. These 2-pounders, I mean 3-pounders, let's get them in there. I wonder what it costs to deploy them. Yeah. We have, let's see, we have a brigade commander. Who is he? Some of these forces are not in command. We have another brigade commander here. He is in charge. He's just in charge of the guns. Okay. And this guy, who's this guy here? He's, what is he? He's not commander of anything. Commander none. Okay. Red Brigade, it says. Okay. But we have this Hand. He's the brigade commander of all these forces here. So he's even in command of the skirmishers. Let's leave him there. Let's leave them there. We have another block here, so we should probably get them down here. Set up a bit. Get those guns with them. We have the main commander, Teufel. He's the main commander in charge. We have more infantry here. They should also get down. Getting ready for some action, probably. Let's get these guns as well. Alright, it's looking good. It's looking better. We have supplies. They should definitely be within range of the guns, so they can resupply the cannonballs. They are alright. We have those archers here. They have a range of 1. I guess we could sort of deploy them. Why not? In line. There's these Scots detachment. Fun to see them in action. We have cavalry in the back. This cavalry here is 1st Echelon Reserve. Okay, so they are part of the reserve, actually. So we don't really want to commit them just yet. Mostly, we have some arquebusiers here. We have some cavalries for support. More arquebusiers. Okay, so they're sort of a reserve there. We could leave them. They are the second line. These guys are deployed here. Not really in any threat just yet. Just wait for these guys. So this is important, this flank here. He's coming up with cavalry here. I think he's still too far away for a charge, definitely. So we have some time to form up the defense. Right, we got to be careful here. We have 353. We have a strong force here. Now, these guys, I think I want to move them slightly back, actually. Let's get this cavalry. We'll leave a gap in between. We want to get them sort of ready here. We'll get these guys. So they could probably occupy the same hex, actually. It's 267 guys. We could move them, so that is a bigger force. So yeah, it's about 500 men plus there. That is a small force. These guys could be in trouble. The arquebusiers, I'm not sure how they will move the cavalry just yet. See, we don't want to be on lower ground. This cavalry force. So look at where's the brigade commander here? This guy here. What's his command range? Okay, so they're just within command. All right. This brigade commander, they are out of command. Let's get the king back a bit. The divisional commander can stay back as well. Let's get these riflemen. Maybe here. Let's get some of these horses forward. Let's get this rifleman behind. Maybe they can move in the same hex. 31. No, some of these units would be masked. So this cavalry, 150 only. That is a small detachment. I don't know. We got it. What's this? A reserve? We have some more horses we can actually fill up with here. What are these guys? German reserve. Quality C forces. They have pistols. Maybe just swords. Yeah, they don't have any range. These are good for counter charges. This needs to be reinforced a bit. They can be stacked as well. Maybe put them. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be interesting. What they do. What's all this in the back? We have banner. These could be reserves. Second echelon here. We have cavalry. Pretty good cavalry here, actually. Quality B cavalry. With pistols and stuff. We'll leave them there for now. We'll see what happens. We'll see what this cavalry is. Dangerous cavalry arriving, though. I wonder if I should deploy in skirmishers or not. Might be good to do that. Gotta be careful, though. I think we have... let's have a look at the optional rules. I think we're playing with default rules. There is a rule concerning skirmishers that if they are caught in a charge, they will all be killed, basically. They will be overrun. Let's see if it's in check here. Maybe I'm thinking of another game in the series. Column over risk, no melee. Yeah, this one. Multiple infantry, no retreat overruns, route limiting. Isolation, optional, melee terrain, column pass with target density out to strict line. No opportunity to fire against skirmishers. Okay, I'm thinking of a different game because I remember that in one of the games there's actually an optional rule that you can just slaughter basically skirmishers. If you charge them, they will automatically be killed. It might be Renaissance, I'm not sure. So let's see. Let's see if I can actually... What can I do with these guys? Can I deploy skirmishers? I can. Very small units, though. 43 men. That is not a lot. 43 guys. I'm going to do an experiment on this flank. We're going to be doing that anyway. I'm going to deploy as many skirmishers as I can. That is so. What happens if I deploy on them as well? No, we can't. So that is the last. So, all right. Let's see here. Let's get some of these guys moving sneakily to the flanks. So the thing is, when he charges in, hits my cavalry, I can move my skirmishers around and sort of fire at him, cause damage, hopefully. We'll experiment with that on that flank. We'll leave these guys in the way they are, these sort of blocks. I might actually want to move them even... we'll leave them there for now. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be interesting to see. So I'm happy with that. I think all firing has been done. Yep. And so we're going to go into the melee phase. And the only melee we have is to recapture our guns. It should be this here, yeah. So these guys will try to push. These guys can melee as well, but they are really awful. These guys are... They have a -2 on melee. I think he's going to be... I think he's going to retreat, though. So he gets an opportunity to fire there. Kill another 4 men. Yeah, that's what I thought. He just had to, you know, move his horses out of there as we were advancing. So we have him. We pushed him out. We got our guns back. Yeah. So those guns are back now, which is fine. So that's all we can do. We'll see what Tilly does now. Turn 3. Let's go. Looks like we routed that cavalry. Okay, he's... Alright. He's moving. His Cossacks around. He is moving his infantry back for some reason. Some of it is still on the march towards the Saxons. Oh, he's going for the Saxons big time. He's moving a whole infantry formation towards them. See how the Saxons fare in this fight. Interesting to see what he does with his cavalry on the Swedish flank there, if he's going to advance it or just sort of stay there. We get a melee phase. There's no melee. Okay, we have 3 hours withdrawal with Johann George I. These guys. So in 3 hours they will withdraw, which is bad. Yeah, what else? Other withdrawals in 24 hours. 0 units undisordered and 1 checked. Okay, so those pikemen did not get back. 1 battery's been set up and 2 checked. And 1 battery was recrewed. Yeah, we took our guns back. Turn 3. Yes, so we got our guns back. They've been recrewed. We want to maybe move them so they're facing in this direction, not this. Can we identify this? Oh, we got horses. We have some pretty badass cavalry arriving here. Those guys have to retreat. They've got routed. Kind of tempted to do an attack here. Try to fight off his Cossacks with my cavalry force. That would leave these guys very vulnerable. I think this cavalry is looking pretty badass. They will probably smash these guys since they can't even form into like blocks or anything. We do have that. This. These guys are not all are fixed actually. 2 units are not fixed. Interesting. Okay, so that's sort of fluctuating, the fixed and the. Okay, so what's he moving here? Big columns of pikemen moving in, 1,000 pop there. Looks like he wants to go for an attack here. What happened here? Not much. He's just sort of staying on the ridge there, looking at me. All right. Okay, we'll wait here. We'll see what he does. Let's focus on the Saxons. See what kind of artillery we got going here. We got those 6-pounders can shoot as those guys are getting closer. 1 to 2 men. 12-pounder on top of the hill. We'll lay down on this. 10 men now. All right. And we have a 12-pounder facing this direction. This is good, though, because if he comes up with his cavalry here, we have guns. I can actually lay down fire on him. We can only hit his supplies. 1 supply. And that 6-pounder can fire. So we'll fire at these guys. 2 men. All right. And I don't think we have any like guns within range or anything. No, we can't fire. All right. So we need to maneuver here. What's going on here? So he's coming here. Interesting. This cavalry here, man. I think we have a higher chance versus these guys. These guys will probably rip us to shreds. I think they're way. I mean, the Imperialist cavalry was superior. These guys are really, really not well trained. So let's try something out. Let's see. Let's see if we can ride up and sort of surround these guys and fire with pistols at them. See what kind of damage we can do to this cavalry here. So they're facing this direction here. Okay. Oh shit! There's a lot of cavalry here, man. He's got some more. These are irregular cavalry. Yeah, they are not great. Irregular. They're sort of light, not well trained. and not even armored or anything. They're sort of irregulars running around, more scouting and harassing and stuff. This is full-fledged cavalry. All right, they probably have ranged. I mean, by the picture here, they have, well, it looks like muskets and stuff, pistols. So they have ranged attacks as well. Okay, we're way out of command range now, but let's see if we can flank them. So we rode around and coming in on their flank. So we can't stack, unfortunately, cavalry here. We have too many of them. See if we can have enough to get around. Ooh, it's just going to be not enough to face them. No. Damn. All right. What's this? Okay, some of them I probably have to face them dead on. Let's get this guy. Okay, we didn't get fired upon. Let's get the commander down. This is probably dangerous. Let's see. Oh shit! One man was killed. 6 men. 3 men. Ooh, they all got an opportunity to fire there. 3. Ooh, we took some heavy casualties there, man. Let's get these guys. Yeah, they're facing this direction here. Another 2 men killed. 1 man, right? So these are my melee ones. These guys don't have any penalties. They're very far away as well. I don't think they have enough to get around. 24 movement there. No, I don't think they have enough to get around. Maybe. We can position them in a sort of good position, maybe to charge these guys in the side. 600 men. But this is dangerous. He might come around and smash me in the back. We are not going to be facing him, unfortunately. Okay, we don't have enough to turn. No. Okay, but we are engaged here. So we are going to get some firing done. Yeah. So these 472 men, we can fire with our pistols at something. Croats. Okay. 9 men. That was pretty good. Let's keep attacking. Same unit, I guess. 14. Not bad. High casualties, man. They're going to be firing at these guys. 12. Wow. Let's attack the same unit. 19. Wow. Good damage. That's all we can do. Nothing has become disrupted yet, but there are casualties committed. And that's all the firing we can do. Of course, this is very dangerous. He might go for a charge here, and well, he's not going to be able to charge us this turn, but he could move in for the kill. We'll see what happens there. And this is looking okay. Swedes, we'll just wait. We'll see what happens here. Artillery's been spent. Right, so we're going to go into the melee phase. Yeah, so we could commit ourselves to melee. But we do have really lousy units for melee. So I even think they don't have a... I think these guys will fight us off, even though we have... Yeah, these are the guys I want to commit to melee. I can't. So we're going to wait. We'll see what happens next turn. See what the Imperialists do. Turn 4. Let's go. Yep, he's moving his cavalry there. Don't know what he's doing with his infantry. He's sort of hesitating. He's moving back and forth a bit. those guys are advancing. They are determined to take on the Saxons there. Yep, he's moving. Getting closer. Okay, he's moving his cavalry. Interesting. He's firing back now. 10 men. 9. It's going to be a big sort of cavalry skirmish going on there. Firing pistols and stuff. 15. Wow. Ooh, another 15 there. All right, we're sort of even Steven here. Melee phase. Okay, he's going for it. 50 attackers, 24 defenders. He tried to break out on my encirclement there. He took a heck of a lot of casualties there. Units that have been fixed. Left wing. Still 3 hours withdrawal. 0 units out of 2. So none got back. 1 unit recovered all fatigue. That's good. 1 battery was set up. So now all my batteries are set up, I think. No one routed, which is good. We have disordered. We are disordered. These guys got disordered since they attacked. They're isolated now, which is good for us. He's disordered and isolated. Great. So look at the guns first. Look at the artillery guns. So he's getting even closer here. 6-pounders. He's not disrupted anything. Let's fire at these guys. Should be the closest unit. 6 men. All right. These 12-pounders will pound. Maybe these guys in the center. All right, 9 men. We have 12-pounders. Yeah, facing this direction. Okay, they can still. Very tempted to shift them for here. Actually, I think I should. So I'm not going to fire with them. We'll find the 6-pounders. These 6-pounders can attack them, maybe. 2 men. Yeah. So what's he doing here? He's sort of. I don't know if he could be coming up here. I'm going to take a chance and shift these guns towards that threat there. It's looking kind of dangerous, those guys moving in there. Yeah, we can't fire. Okay. What you got here? It's about 3,000 men advancing here. 4,000. This cavalry is still fixed. So left wing fixed. Is it the Swedish left wing? No. Not these guys. Are these guys fixed? No, they're in fighting. So I'm not sure what units got fixed. I don't know. We'll see. So far so good. Okay, so these guys here will turn towards the enemy. They can't charge this turn. We might be able to melee with them though. They will face them. And everything is facing everything here, so we should just sort of do firing now, I think. Yeah, so actually we can do the firing first. So these guys are disordered. But they will fire. So what kind of damage they do? 16? Wow. So I'm not going to fire with these guys. I'm going to save their pistols for melee, I think. They will fire down here. 41? Jeez. Heavy casualties, man. We've been stationary now, so the firing is better. 28. $24. $18. Wow. Deadly combat, man. It's over 300 men there. We have 600. So we could actually try a melee out. See how well... These guys are quality E though, so pretty shit, but... okay. So look at this. What's going on here? What's he doing here? He's just moving some cavalry down that hill. He's not engaging himself. Let's get them here. This unit... maybe like that. I guess I'll leave that. We'll leave it like that for now. These guys are all... I guess I could actually set these guys up. Yeah, none of these guys are masked or anything. What's the range of those small guns? 4 range. Very small range there. Let's deploy them. Getting ready. In case he moves in here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Good. We did our firing. Let's skip to melee. Turn 4 melee. So these guys, yeah, see they have the plus. They have a slight bonus now. So they're going to be riding in here, committing themselves to melee while firing the pistols. So get a little bonus on that. But they are quality E. But he is isolated and he is disordered. And we're attacking from a flank attack as well. We're not charging, which could maybe be good to wait 1 turn so we can get our charge up. I'm just going to see what kind of odds I have here. So we have an advantage on the attacker. So we have the advantage here. So it should be safe. Let's see what happens. Well, we lost 9 men to 24. So that was pretty good. And all these guys are terrible at melee. Don't really want to use them in melee since they're so terrible. Even though we would attack these guys from the back, there's only 70 men plus there. We are really outnumbering him. So, kind of tempted. But I'm not sure about the odds. Let's see what kind of odds we have here. We do have an advantage, actually. So, sure, let's see what happens. We might get them routed. Okay, we lost 7 men. He lost 16, so... he's probably going to run away now. He's going to be routed. Some of his units will probably rout, especially these ones that took such heavy casualties. That's all the melee we can do. So let's end it and go into turn 5 and see what Tilly does. He's relentlessly advancing towards my Saxons. Guns firing as he's moving in. Cavalry's coming again. Holy shit. He's moving up cavalry there. Yeah, he's going for it. Oh man. Heavy cavalry coming up. Shit. Ooh, that's a big force. But yeah, he's pulling back his Cossacks. It's actually good for us. He's not sure what he's going to do in the center there with his infantry. He's sort of shifting more forces towards the Saxons. Guns firing. Kind of low casualties. He's thinking there. He's moving around a bit. Wonder if he's deployed any block formations. Cavalry seems, I don't know, disappeared. He's attacking back with his Cossacks. Took some damage. He's melee phase. He's not doing anything. Okay, so now we have 2 hours before they withdraw. So time's a ticking. So in 2 hours, might all these units might disappear. I'm not sure. One unit is we've got 1 out of 4 back, and 1 unit recovered all fatigue. Okay. Turn 5. Okay. Wow. There's some stuff going on here. Heavy cavalry. Yeah, these guys look really dangerous. Big chunks as well. Looks like a lot of our cavalry is disrupted here. Yeah, he got back. Some units routed. And we don't know what's going on here. We have very limited visibility here, man. We should probably have... They have good visibility, though. We can see anything going on here. He's not committing this cavalry force. He's holding it back. Okay, so... If we can get these guys to run away, we can swing our cavalry around and hit them in the back. It could be an option. We'll see what happens. We're going to end it here, man. We're going to resume operations in turn 5 in the next part of the video. I want to thank you for watching, man. Hope you guys enjoying it. If you have questions and stuff, type in the comments, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next part. Have a good one.